Hello everybody, we're going to be talking today about writing thank you letters after your job interview. So we already have mentioned that it's important to send a thank you letter after the interview. That way you're getting your name out there one more time, and some big companies really like to see that as part of their checklist of everything they want to see from their potential employees. So it can give you an advantage towards getting the job. So here, let's start out with talking about what to include in your thank you letter. Yes, it's a thank you letter, so you should thank them for their time. Just continue with that polite appreciation for what they're taking their time to consider you as a potential employee. Besides that, use that time to help remind them of who you are. State something that you enjoyed about the interview or the company or the job that you learned while you were there. Also show enthusiasm for the position. You're really excited about this possibility. A lot of employers are more interested or impressed by somebody who's really excited about the job. So that can, again, give you that advantage that you're showing that you really want the job. Briefly show your suitability for the job. Again, what's that sales pitch? What's that lasting impression you want them to remember? Because hopefully this letter is arriving to them about the time they're making a decision as to who they're going to hire. So give them that sales pitch. If you get home and you realize, man, I really wish I would have told them something, you completely forgot about it during the interview, now's a good time. Here's your opportunity to mention those things you forgot during the interview. This could also be an opportunity that you maybe didn't know how to answer a question. You could go home, look it up, find the information, and then include it in your thank you letter. So far, hopefully you've made a good impression. So you want to continue that. And here's some tips for actually writing a good thank you letter after the interview. You want to type it. It's still going to be in that business letter format like you did with your cover letter. And then you're going to print it out on good quality paper. So probably it would be a good idea that you use the same thing that you used for your resume and cover letter. If you use plain white printer paper, use that. If you bought the special resume paper, might as well use that for your thank you letter as well. Make sure you have the correct name, their name spelled correctly, their title, all the contact details from the people that you interviewed with. So here's where getting their business card at the end of the interview can come in handy and be important. It's going to be a short and friendly note. I've also posted in Schoology some examples so that you can see kind of an idea of what that would look like. They are going to be shorter than your cover letter, but it's going to be use that opportunity still to be able to show what you can do. Make sure you run spell check, proofread your letter before you send it. Again, hopefully you've made a good impression up to this point. You don't want to ruin it by a careless, sloppy looking thank you letter. All right, so some tips for sending the letter. Best thing to do as soon as you get home from that interview is go ahead and sit down and write the thank you letter. The interview is fresh in your mind. You'll be able to get it done, send it out, and really be done with the interview so that you can just wait to find out the results. They do recommend you send it within 24 hours of your interview. And that way, hopefully it's getting there when they're making a decision of who's going to that next step. So really, the sooner the better. If you're concerned about time, maybe at the end of the interview, they said they're going to be making a decision the next day, and putting it through the post office doesn't seem like it'll get there in time. You can send an email thank you letter and then follow up with the formal thank you letter through the mail. And there are examples of both the email thank you letter and a formal email or formal letter in the examples on Schoology. So that's really all there is I have for writing thank you letters. It's something that can be really important. It gets your name out there, and it should be something that's, again, still well written. So check out the examples on Schoology, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Have a nice day.